covering every county. This is your statewide newscast, Arkansas Today.
Good afternoon, I'm Mallory Brooks. Thanks for watching Arkansas Today on this Monday afternoon. A 17-year-old Fayetteville student is fighting for his life after being shot in the neck earlier this month. Andrew Epperson sat down with the teen's father, who is holding on to hope as police continue to investigate what led up to the shooting that almost killed his son.
It was surreal. I was actually physically ill.
Kevin King's son, Austin King, was shot in the neck on September 6th. He wasn't prepared for the text message he got that day.
Around 1:35 p.m. I received a text message from Austin's mother that he'd been shot. And I called her on the phone. She didn't answer. I called again, and she said that he was on his way to Washington Regional Emergency Room.
Fayetteville police haven't confirmed if the incident was a drive-by shooting or gang-related and have no suspect at this time. The shooting that happened on Bryan Lane took many by surprise.
We're not 100% sure, and he can't talk, but at least not right now. But indication is that he had some reason to be near these people.
The people?
Is it gang-related? Is it this? Is it that? Is a squirrel cage that makes me crazy, so I try not to go there if you want to know the truth. The City of Fayetteville Police Department, if they don't already have these people, they probably know who they are.
It's a long road ahead for the 17-year-old who's on a breathing tube, has severe neck and spinal cord injuries, and has already undergone several significant surgeries.
We're truthfully glad that he's alive because it could have gone even more horribly than it is.
King hopes sharing his story will encourage parents to keep a close eye on their kids.
As hard as it is to see right now, we'll someday find the reason why this happened, the good that is to come from this. Meanwhile, hug your babies.
And King says the community has been donating money for medical costs. He says Austin's breathing tube is expected to be removed as early as tomorrow. It is now clear an attack in the middle of the Saudi desert is having a global effect that raises the potential of a U.S. military strike and raising gas prices. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says Iran is to blame but offered no evidence. Iran denies involvement. Iranian-backed rebels from Yemen released a propaganda video claiming tens of their drones hit the facility. President Trump suggested he was open to talks with Iran, the president releasing oil reserves if needed for the first time in 8 years to keep oil flowing at home. The World Health Organization saying they're running low on the funding they need to fight a deadly outbreak of Ebola in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. That is according to the United Nations Health Agency. In an update on the outbreak, the WHO said it's received $55 million in funding, which is only 1/5 of the money it says it needs to complete a strategic response plan in the DRC through the end of 2019. The organization said it needs at least $287 million. With the money it has received so far, they project funding to run out by the start of October. The makers of prescription pain reliever OxyContin filing for bankruptcy on the heels of lawsuit settlements against it. Purdue Pharma making the drug that is at the center of the opioid abuse crisis across the country. The company is now officially filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, just days after settling with massive numbers of state, local, and tribal governments that sued it. An Associated Press reporter following the crisis and Purdue's story says legal troubles for Purdue's owners aren't necessarily over.
It announced a deal last week with about half the states plus the local governments to settle those lawsuits. But now what happens is up to a bankruptcy judge. One of the major issues remaining for the bankruptcy judge to sort out will be whether lawsuits against the Sacklers, the family that owns the company, can move ahead in state courts.
They say many states may object to Purdue's bankruptcy filing, stringing out the timeline on bankruptcy and settlements. It's not clear yet if Purdue will be removed from the first federal opioid trial starting in Cleveland, October 21st. September is National Baby Safety Month, and Walmart is using the opportunity to collect old car seats. Customers can trade in the car seats their child has outgrown for a $30 Walmart gift card. The superstore is partnering with recycling business TerraCycle to keep car seats out of landfills. There's a 2-car seat trade-in limit per household. You can go on the Walmart website for a list of participating locations. It runs through September 30th.
This crisis.
A deadly disease is running rampant in the region's deer population, but you could help prevent it from further spreading. Chronic wasting disease affects deer and elk. Washington County is in Tier 2 of the CWD management zone, and 9 deer have been confirmed disease positive as of this year. It's illegal to feed wildlife within Washington County as a precaution, but bait can be used on private land from now until the end of the year. Levi Harrell with the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission says feeding will do nothing but spread the disease.
Since when you feed wildlife, you're congregating them at higher densities than what is otherwise normal, so you have potential issues with disease transmission.
There isn't any scientific evidence at this point to suggest that CWD can transmit to humans or pets under natural conditions, but Arkansas Game and Fish recommends not feeding diseased meat to any domestic animals.